Assalamualaikum, Rameen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Rameen is one of our senior VAs. She's been with us for more than 2 years now and doing a great job, mashallah. Rameen, let's start with where you from and what was your early education and how did you end up at the place called RepStack?
Okay. So I'm from Islamabad and I did my schooling from high tech. So I did metric in biology, then FSC from high tech as well. Then I did then I did a BS accounting and finance from Fast University. And I am now digital marketing associate. So there's were
Wow.
like lots of fluctuations in my career. But how I ended up here in RepStack, because when I was doing my BS accounting and finance, so in my second year, I decided that I like marketing more. I was very good. I was like a nerd person, so I
Hmm.
liked maths a lot. But I found accounting very dry. Sorry for the accountants, but
Hmm.
I found that very dry. So I decided I want to be a marketer. So since then, I just hunt for jobs. Like when I graduated, so I started hunting for jobs. Then I applied here in RepStack for MTO position, but I was rejected at that time. So
I
then
see.
I applied for digital marketing associate, but before applying, I did certain certifications as well.
Oh,
So I
nice.
got selected, and this is history, and I'm here.
Nice, nice, nice. That's what when you have that goal in mind, then you get it somehow. So
Yeah.
kudos to you. And so, what's your role right now with your client?
So I'm a marketing assistant. So I'm basically responsible for social media handling, SEO based tasks, website designing. I do website audits for them. I also prepare Kickstarter. So that is basically a whole document where we present, like first we do buy personas and then we build content for them. And so mostly content creation, SEO related tasks, keyword research, so all of those things. So weekly tasks include social media handling.
And how big is your team? Like how many
It's
people are there?
it's one,
Six.
two, 10. Yeah, totals of six, but in office we are five.
Okay. And how many times do you get to interact with them? Like, is it daily, weekly, or monthly?
It's daily.
It's
And weekly
daily.
we have multiple meetings as well. So the good thing is I have a personal training every week with them as well. So it's a professional
Nice.
training. So I get
Nice.
to learn different things. Like sometimes
Nice.
it's workflow, sometimes it's related to the CRM I use. So I have a better grip on that. So that's
Which
that's how
CRM
it
do you
starts.
use? Which CRM
HubSpot.
do you use? HubSpot.
HubSpot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what's the main tool that you usually using?
HubSpot, that is HubSpot, because we do all of our work for clients, and basically internal works is also partners with HubSpot. So we
Oh,
do,
okay.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And and this is something that I really want to because everybody to know. So how well do you gel with the team? Uh, do you have problems with people overseas, or it's like you started to know their culture, they've started to know your culture. How is that working?
Oh, it's going great. I'm the talkative one, so they always set like 5 to 10 minutes ahead of the meeting so that I can talk, I can, like have fun. So whenever we have daily meetings, so at the end there's like one slide, let's get growing. So I have a proper sign for that. So they
Oh,
wait for me. I unmute myself and I do let's get growing because it's like a rocket sign. So they have always like designed that for me, and they know I like to talk. So they always like have a certain time period with me, and we have monthly check-in meetings as well, so where we discuss about what are our shortcomings, what we can learn, what we think things can be improved between us. So
mhm.
that's that, and always we end up talking more than 1 hour. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
So
sure it's
the
45 minutes for you and 15 minutes for the rest.
Yeah, so they know, they always said at the end of the day so that we can talk a little longer. And they know when I start, I will not stop. So my wedding was, they knew 1 year before I'm going to get married. So
Yeah.
they were all set. Like we used to plan out, I used to tell them every each and everything that we do this, we do have this festival. So they don't know everything. And whenever Eid is coming over, I tell them that what is Eid about. They tell me about Christmas, Thanksgiving, they send me photos. We have a really good communication.
Awesome, awesome. And how did you manage your wedding? And how many days did you take off? And then since then, how have you managed your work? Is it the same, or you know, is it slightly difficult now?
So I took 1 month off, 2 weeks
Mhm.
of pay time off, and two
Okay.
weeks of Christmas. So that was that, and I did not took like national holidays. So I used that in my wedding holidays for a whole 1 month. But in between, like after 15 days, we had like a one meeting where we did like a farewell party that was 2023 Christmas party. So I joined that. Even I was at off because I like to chat, and they also with my husband, so it was nice. And ever since I got married, things, I think personally it's like busy, but once my office starts, so my in-laws and everybody is super supportive, so I didn't
Nice,
find that change.
nice.
I find this pretty normal, and it's similar,
And I
alhamdulillah.
think I think this is the best part about working from home, that
Yes, definitely.
switching homes, and you don't need to be you don't need to look for the commute or
Yes,
things like
definitely.
that, or that now I'll have to go from here or there. So it's pretty awesome that you'll stay in that comfortable zone, and then so it doesn't disturb your work.
Yes,
So,
definitely. Plus,
yeah,
whenever I have to visit my mother or stay there, I just have to take my laptop there. So everybody is
yeah.
like, "Oh, your office is coming with you," and I'm like, "Yes, my office going obviously going with me. No odds, nothing, no pressure on in my mind as well." So it's really good. I don't know if I can ever switch to like a physical job now, because it's been a long time doing this, and I really enjoy. And one thing
So
I also shared it with my client, that I like to watch Friends season while I work. So they are also fine with that as well. Because, yeah. So
and how were you night person before joining RepStack as well, or did you switch to a night routine?
always a night owl. Always.
Yeah, that looks like it. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine. So Rameen
So,
is also a what do you call that, influencer. So she is, already she has that all the boxes are can be ticked, because she's already she knew what she was getting into before even getting into digital marketing. And so what's your day like, Rameen? When you wake up, what time do you wake up, and then what do you do, and what's the routine?
okay, so I wake up around 1:30 or 2. Then I have my breakfast with my husband. It's usually green tea. I don't eat breakfast. So, and then we go out for some normal errands like milk buying and stuff like that. It has changed ever since I got married. But then one thing is constant, that is 5:30 dinner time. 5:30
Oh,
p.m. we have our dinner, because at 6:05 I have my stand-up meeting. So everybody
oh,
has switched their dinner time with me so that I can have.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so we have that, and then my work starts, and then meeting and normal, and my husband left at 7:30, so I say goodbye to him, and then my works end at 3. Then I do normal things, like sometimes I do walk, sometimes I watch season, then wait for my husband till 4:30, then we watch sunrise together and
Oh,
go for a walk. I have seen your running videos as well, so that's also one of my dreams, that one day I can do marathon just like you. I just want to do that. So I'm preparing my husband to just walk with me, then he can jog with me, and then we can do a marathon.
yeah, yeah, anybody can do it. My wife just, she was never a runner. She started running
Oh,
with me. Yeah, and then she did a marathon this year. So everybody can do it. I think it's something that
that's
less than 1% people have done it in the world. So at least, yeah, it's something
I
that you
really
should target
I
it.
really want to do that Berlin one.
Yeah, Berlin was nice. It was really nice. But I think London tops everything off. We did London this year, yeah, and it was amazing. Like, I think around, I don't know the exact number of people who were supporting, but 42 kilometers, and there was not a small patch where people were not on both sides of the road. So it was really, really, they really push you, pump you. Uh, it's and it's amazing. I mean, if I could describe it, it would have been uh, I could have, but I'm not able to describe it. It's
Oh.
another, and I loved it. I loved it.
You know,
Yeah.
when I jog, so I have told this multiple time as well, that whenever I try to jog, so the sky is over there, and I keep on saying, "Sky is the limit, sky is the limit." I mean, you can do it, you can do it, you can achieve anything. So whenever I feel a little demotivated, I just go for a run. So that's like one of the thing I really enjoy. But I also
That's
want my husband to do it so that we can do the marathon together.
Yeah, a lot of even female runners are doing it now. I find them running in F9 Park or in other parks. So it's getting there. So it's not
Hmm.
that it's not a taboo anymore.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
glad it is not.
So, and Ramin, tell us a little bit about your anything that that was something that you did and you really you're proud of within the team, or maybe just in your casual life, something that you really cherished when once you did it.
Once I did it,
Yeah.
um, I think uh, for me, I think failure, I do not believe that it is a disgrace. So I have faced failure multiple times. I'm not going to say that. Okay, matlab, life was very easy for me or something like that. Like you will find me very talkative, but I had like a stage fright when I was in my university. So I used to think that I cannot talk to another person, or I cannot go out and have like one-on-one conversation with anybody. So I just took this as a challenge when I decided that I want to be a marketer. And because I think in marketing we involve a lot of communication, it's like our communication styles as well. That how do we communicate it to each other? So I took it as a challenge, and I used to have like a very shivery feelings before presentation as well, and I had a lot of anxiety before presenting anything. But then when I graduated, I was like very scared because I decided a career which I was very weak in. Like I was very weak in, like talking. So, but then I took it as a challenge, and I gave like around lots of interviews. Initially, it was like I failed. I failed miserably, but I cried, and after like I guess 10th interview, I was like,
Mm.
it's okay, Rami. You don't have to give up. You don't have to give up. So I kept on applying. I kept on applying, and RepStack is one of the example that it kept applying second time. I was like, it's okay. I'm going to get it. So
Nice.
once like I got into RepStack, so then I thought that like all the things which I failed, it never uh, take me any back step.
I
Like
think I think it just makes you better for the next interview
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
So
So I
yeah,
found myself like in a better place, better skills,
definitely.
with more certifications, with more knowledge of marketing, with more knowledge how to talk to each other, how to present,
Yeah,
and then after coming to Ripstack, we have like RSA, and we interact with so many people. So there were
yeah,
like daily meetings at 9 o'clock. So I remember initially I was hesitant, but once I was like, I had that grip, I was the most talkative over there as well, because that's in my nature. I talk a lot. So then I enjoyed the time, and then giving interview was one of the fear, but I believe initially before applying to Upstack, I gave so many interviews, and then we are presented with the client as well. We gave in multiple interviews, so that was a nice time, a lot of learning that gives me a like push. And very, I would say that past 2.5 years have been great, and I'm super thankful because I think I have polished a lot. Like I have been blessed with a client who have given me daily trainings, and uh, even one time I also believe initially when I was with Tim and Ashley, they used to ask me if you know how to work with this thing like workflows. If you they were asking, for example, if you know how to work with WordPress. So I used to say no, but I can learn. No, but I can learn. So they
yeah.
said, okay, learn and just do it. So I used to spend time and hours learning that CRM or that software, and then I come up and do the work, and it was like an accomplishment for me. So they
Yeah.
used to say that you never say no. You are always ready to learn. So my motto in life is to learn, and to
I know
like
it's a very small answer that you could have easily said no, I don't know about it,
yeah,
but you said no, but I can learn. So it's very
yeah.
something that changes the whole perspective of what you are all about.
Yeah.
So proud of you, Ramin. You're doing a great job.
Thank
Best of luck for the future as well. And you're really making us proud. People like you, mashallah, keep flying. And inshallah, we'll see you soon. And have a good night.
you. You too. Have a good night. It was like very nice podcast too. I
Thank you.
enjoyed.
Same here. Likewise. Take care. Hafiz.
Take care.
Allah
Bye.
Hafiz.